This activity will help you figure out exactly what belongs in that portfolio based off of your archetype, your function within a company, and the specific role that you've had either historically or you're going for. So, we're going to use lots of different resources here. Buckle up. It's going to move quick, but hopefully, this will give you a baseline to start building because a lot of people are like, I don't know what to put in my portfolio. If you already know what needs to go in your portfolio, it's okay to skip ahead. Let's go over some of the resources that are here. So we have the brief that you're looking at, the portfolio tools and elements. The most important thing in this mix is going to be the different elements. So this should, at the very least, allow you to start gauging what needs to go into that portfolio. Then we have the different templates. So this is the one that we're going to work off of. This will help you build the portfolio in the future, and eventually we'll make a copy of this. And then this is kind of your collection of the individual projects that you're building in that portfolio. There's a lot of examples that exist now. All of these are going to be non-Google Sheet type portfolios, but feel free to check these out and peruse as much as you like. And then just for giggles, I put in my speaker portfolio. Again, I realize not everybody's a public speaker, so I'm going to skip past going over all that stuff. So first things first, let's make a copy of the portfolio elements by role. So File, make a copy, and I am going to say TR. Now, the inspiration needs to be role specific for us to really garner enough information and understand exactly what we should be collecting. A lot of people kind of run into this wall of like, I don't know what to show. So hopefully this helps. So we have without specific projects, because maybe you didn't do the project side of things. I'm going to copy all this good stuff here. And at the very bottom, you can see where we need to basically put the role and department. ChatGPT, paste, search. So it's given me a bunch. I can always ask for more. That's the beauty of using these LLMs. So give me 10 more and do not repeat. So I'm going to copy everything that it spat out, migrating it to my table. Now I have all sorts of potential projects that I can hopefully look up and determine whether or not I have something that I can speak to, something that I can show. But this gets at least the wheels turning mentally as to what I'm going to be able to demonstrate as far as my background and the different projects and the different work elements that I've been a part of extensively. I'm going to do one more just for fun because maybe marketing is super visual and maybe not everybody wants to look at marketing stuff. So let's do the same for somebody in customer success. And I'm going to pick a more entry level role. So customer success associates and run it. Now, what I've done here is basically said, hey, maybe I'm a customer success associate. So more entry level. These are the types of projects that I may be able to demonstrate that I've done historically, and you can read through there. You can obviously delete stuff that is not relevant. So, I don't know, health scorecard, gone, whatever you want. The whole concept here is this is supposed to give you the cornerstone of inspiration to go out and find real activities, real projects, real things that you've done that you can demonstrate visually. In one of the previous modules, we actually built out a massive list of the projects that we had been a part of. This can also help as a cornerstone of inspiration using the projects that we actually worked on. So let's copy this prompt. We're going to paste it into ChatGPT or whatever your go-to LLM is, and this will also give us a source of inspiration. So we're going to copy the second prompt, paste it into ChatGPT. Now I'm going to find the resume that I just had all those crazy lists of projects, and I am going to copy and paste that massive list. Boom. Copy everything and paste it all at the bottom of the prompt. I added the role at the bottom for giggles. Sometimes ChatGPT and other LLMs run out of memory and they don't complete the entire task. So I'm just asking it, can you continue where you left off at the last table so that I get the full data set? Now it's just a matter of copying and pasting everything into a fresh table. Now I need to restructure some of this so that it fits. Unfortunately, I've tried to do a lot of prompt engineering to make sure that it's very clean, but at the very least, I have most of it here. I just need to adjust, and that'll go real fast. You're not missing anything. I'm just cleaning up the data. Great. So now you can see broken up by different initiatives, different types of projects, the type of work as it relates back to the projects that I've provided that I've done. And this should give me some inspiration as to what can I find in my background, what is publicly facing, what can I demonstrate, and how easy is it for me to demonstrate. This is, again, the cornerstone of developing a really strong portfolio based off of the work that you've done. And I'm hoping that this kind of resonates with people in terms of how to go about figuring out what projects are worthy of listing within your portfolio. After you've moved everything over and you have the different versions of projects that you feel compelled to potentially start digging in, it is a matter of going about building that massive portfolio, again, based off of the work that you've already done. So that is the next activity.